Okay, hi guys. We're gonna try this again. I'm having some technical difficulties with my phone, and I want to say hi to everybody that's coming in. It's just that I can't see. Every time I try to do the reverse, it ends up freezing my phone up. So I'm gonna kind of check in. But what I did want to do was share this exercise with you, especially if you have any issues with carpal tunnel, or even you use your wrists a lot and you find that it's painful or that you're starting to develop stiffness. This should be able to help you, and you can actually do this routine every day. When I'm done, I'm going to ask if you have any questions. So if you can just kind of bear with my technical difficulties in this phone for now, that would be great. I really do appreciate your viewership. Okay, so I'm going to set up this phone and I'm going to get started, and we're definitely going to go through the process. It's not going to be very long. Thank you. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for bearing with me. You're the best. You definitely are. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're on a really firm foundation and that you're sitting up nice and straight. It's very important that if you're sitting in a chair that your feet are hips width apart. And this is important because your foundation comes from the ground up. So hips width apart, you take your two fists and you press them together and you hug your knees around your two fists, okay? So if you hug your knees around your two fists, they would be like this, right? I don't know if you've seen that, but hopefully you did. And when you look down at your feet, you should see an H. If you're sitting down on the ground in lotus or you have your feet extended, that's fine. You want to use your sits bone as your foundation and making sure that you're always using the ground and you're leveling up through your body. You don't want to be holding your body up with your shoulders. So inhale, take a nice big belly breath in, and then exhale, roll those shoulders back away from the ears, okay? So you want to give yourself a little bit of space. And then slowly allow the arms to rise using your breath to guide the movement. And you can sky flip your right hand, right? So now the palm is facing up towards the sky. Take your left hand and place it underneath the right and pull back on the fingertips, okay? Definitely gonna pull back a little bit. And just use your breath, inhale and exhale. Start to just straighten out the elbow if it's not straightened already. If at any point you become fatigued, you can draw the elbow in, bringing it by the side, but try to bring it back out. Trust me, you can do it. You'll make it through the practice. Begin by pulling the pinky back so that the joint pulls away and you have a little bit of space in this area. It's a little airy. And then inhale, start to rotate that pinky, going in a forward revolution about 3 times. And then exhale, reverse. Or maybe you inhale and exhale. Sorry, that's our train. It's Brooklyn, so what can I say? It's always a train going by. So I continue on going through each fingertip, taking your time. Every movement, try to put your best effort forward, right? There's nothing that you do in life that has no meaning and that's not worth something, right? So even if you're moving your fingertip a millimeter, that's progress. And that should have the most effort put into it. And just treat every single fingertip in the same manner. Now, the beautiful thing about doing this hand yoga exercise is that it's going to wake up your whole body. And reflexology wise, a lot of your nerves are here in your hand. So as you're working your hand, you're actually starting to work your whole body. And that's why it's so important to be sitting up correctly and taking it seriously, using that breath to help assist with the movement. Just like you were doing a sun salutation in yoga, you want to think about doing that same thing on each hand. Inhale, make sure you really press that wrist out like an arrow in front of you. Exhale, stabilize. On the next inhale, maybe you lift it up just a little bit more. I know you can do it. And then you exhale, and you can just start to bring that arm down, right? Inhale, let your arms rise up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back in front of you. Again, rolling those shoulders away from your ears. Sky flip the left hand this time. Right hand comes underneath and pulls back. Great. And remember, the same practice that we did on the right side, we're going to do on the left. So begin by pulling back that pinky and start to just inhale and exhale. Rotating forward and then back. Try to breathe in through the nostrils. How you breathe out is really up to you. I know if you do Pilates, you probably breathe out more through your mouth, and if you do more yoga, you probably breathe out more through the nose, right? So keep moving on, middle finger, and start to just really loosen up that that hands, right? And you see my hand kind of comes down because it gets fatigued. Yours might be doing the same. So just try to be mindful of it. Again, everything that we do is with our best effort forward. And if you see it's starting to rain here, a little bit of rain isn't going to make us melt, right? It's actually kind of pretty and beautiful. And then move on to the thumb. All right? You need a little more tension. And pull back, full arm, full wrist. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, stabilize. One more time, lifting up. Exhale, stabilize. And then rotate the hands down. Now there's more exercises we can do, but I want to be able to answer any of your questions. And I think that that's good for today as a start, being able to do it. So I'm going to turn the phone around and you're going to see the field. You're not going to see me, but I'm going to be here. So if you have questions, just send them through. Okay, well, I don't see any questions, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you're able to get some benefit out of that. Once my phone starts to work the other way, I'll definitely be able to interact more with you. But for now, just use it as a tool maybe. Take care, and you have to definitely namaste.